Hey friends, it's Jackeline here. In today's video, I will be sharing with you those products that I honestly do not regret not buying them. But before we get started, and if you're new here, I hope that you will consider and subscribe to my channel, ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram. And now, if you want to know what are those products that, I don't care, I'm happy I didn't get them, then just keep on watching. Another Vlogmas day, my friends. Thank you so much for making me company here. I mean, every day upload is not a joke, but I'm super excited for today's video because although I don't want it to come across like, you know, to be a negative kind of video, you know, a video that, ooh, I don't like you because this is this brand, or no, it's nothing like that. But usually when I do my monthly favorites, I never talk about fails. I'm not a person that likes to trash out companies or, you know, like creators or, you know, like no, I'm a person that all the opposite. I like to uplift others, to send blessings, to send love, to send light, you know, like even to give feedback so that way, you know, if that person is listening to me, hopefully, you know, they take it the best way possible so they can grow. Like I always think the very positive way. I think the way that I would love for others to act, you know, with me. That's the way that I think. So this is not like a fails video, but things that, you know, after, you know, like watching videos, reviewing these products, I say, you know what? I was right. These products are not for me. And hear me out, are not for me, because you may have these products and these products may be amazing for you, and I'm so happy that they are amazing for you because, like I said, some of these products right here, or at least I think all of them, they are, you know, from brands that I love. I have a little list right here. That's what I'm looking at right here. So the first product is the new DIOR Backstage quads. And you're gonna be like, what? Those were huge. And you know, like I do here on my channels from time to time, like every 2 weeks or 3 weeks, will I buy it videos. And I spoke that at first I was really excited, and then on the second will I buy it, I'm like, I'm still giving it a thought, but I don't know, I'm not sure. And then I decided, you know what, I'm gonna skip on them. And I decided to skip on them because there was not too much variety on them. So when I saw them, I'm like, well, they are a lot of highlighters. One is pink, one is yellow, gold, and then the other one is really bronze. And yes, I can say absolutely I can use it as eyeshadows, but I'm gonna really reach out to them as eyeshadows. And will I really come here, you know, to you guys and do kind of like a tutorial or a get ready with me and use those products as eyeshadows? Would I really do that? And I said to myself, no, I'm not going to. You know, perhaps if there was a peach quad in there, I would have got it. And I love DIOR. In fact, I ended up repurchasing the DIOR Backstage Glow Face in the Universal. And this is brand spanking new. I ended up, again, like I said, repurchasing it because mine dropped and shattered completely. So I have right here one, and I love this one. I think this is beautiful, and this one gives so much variety. I mean, you have your highlighters, two different ones. This one that it can actually act as a topper of a bronzer. Then you have this bronzer shade right here, and then this pink right here that it acts kind of like a topper of a blush, or even a blush. I mean, like I have used it, you know, both ways, but I feel like this one right here is truly universal. So I said, you know, buying a full highlighter palette, I'm not even a working makeup artist that I can justify. I mean, like, you're gonna be like, Jackeline, but you buy a lot. But for some reason or another, I'm like, no. And then I started watching, you know, different reviews. Most of them were really positive, but a lot of them too, people had problems with those specific quads that they came broken from factory or during shipping. I don't know. And I said, you know what, going through that trouble, and honestly, here on YouTube, if you don't, and like if there's a new product and you're late at uploading your review, your reviews, they just get pushed down, and that actually hurts your channel a lot. Like, hurts it so much because YouTube algorithms see it as like, okay, people are not liking your content, they're not liking your channel, and whatever, and they push you down, and they push down completely the channel, not only that video. So for me, it was like, okay, I'm already late to the game. And then I was thinking, perhaps if I get it for kind of like a get ready with me, trying new products, and I keep saying to myself no. So I'm so happy that I actually listen to myself. I mean, the least that I want to create is waste, and I know that some of the products that I have, whether are lipsticks, highlighters, blushes, whatever it is, I know that you're going to go to waste, and I'm conscious about that, and I feel bad about it. But it is also the trade of the business. You know, if I treat it as a business, I mean, this is what I'm doing. I'm reviewing products. So anyhow, friends, that's one of the products. And then the other product, I mean, is the brand, is Makeup by Mario. And listen, I do admire Mario, and I really like miss out on his first palette that he did with Anastasia Beverly Hills. I have only heard the best of that palette, and I wish to have it in my collection. I don't. And in fact, I had bought other eyeshadow palettes that he has done with Kim Kardashian. They are beautiful palettes, and I was really, truly excited about this launch. In fact, I knew about this launch way before, because I have, you know, friends at Sephora, and they told me many things about it, and I was super excited. But obviously, I mean, I wasn't able to see what were the products or anything like that. So when the launch arrived, nothing of it really attracted me. And it's nothing to do, like I said, nothing to do with the quality. I haven't tried it, and I have heard great things about it. And also some other people that are like, it's okay. For example, the two eyeshadow palettes that he came out with, one is all matte. And I know I'm not one of the persons that I just grabbed for all matte eyeshadow palette. In fact, I just got the VCR neutral, I think it's called a neutral matte palette. I think that's the name of it. And I'm really happy to have got it. But to me, to even get that palette, it took me so much time. It wasn't something that I'm like, I want to get it right away. So when I saw the one from Makeup by Mario, it's like, oh, I was wishing to see something, I mean, not equal to the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette collab, but something at least along those lines. So I'm like, yeah. And then the other palette, the one that has all the metallic or shimmer shades, it looks pretty, but at the same time, it's like, I don't want to justify to buy two palettes, you know, because I know I'm not going to be the person that when I'm not filming a video that I'm going to go ahead and take out those two palettes to use it. And I said no, and I'm happy I didn't do it. I was still tempted for the one that kind of like you scrape the shade and then you put a little bit of like a mixing medium and then you create this amazing metallic shade. I was tempted to get that one, but then I said, I'm gonna be scraping that? Not really. I don't think I will do it. And then he came out with a beautiful palette of lipsticks and colors that you can even use as blush and whatnot. And that's more geared to makeup artists. So I thought, once again, it's like, okay, I'm not a working makeup artist. I'm not gonna get use out of it, and it's gonna go bad. And I already have a lot of lipsticks too, so I said no, and I feel happy about it. And then the next one, it could be a little bit polemic, because I uploaded a video back when the holiday collection from Pat McGrath was about to, you know, launch. And it's about the Celestial Divinity Palette, the 18-pound palette, the big palette. So I had the opportunity to see it in person at my local Sephora, and I will have to say, it looks beautiful in person. And I will say that I will recommend it actually to people, even though if I haven't tried it, because I know Pat McGrath formula, for the most time, it's, you know, it's pretty level. I mean, it's really weird when you get really like, you know, really bad palettes from her, because it doesn't happen. I mean, I think it had happened with one that the formula wasn't, you know, the formula from Pat McGrath. But other than that, I mean, like, I even had heard great things about it. But why I don't regret getting it? Because, okay, 12 shades out of that palette, they are shades that I already have. They are repeated shades from two Star Wars 6-pound palettes. So the two of them, I have them. And I mentioned it here many times, I'm not a collector of makeup. I'm not. So I will use my Star Wars palettes, even if they are for other people, collectible pieces that they would love to get. I will use, you know, the products that are inside. I don't mind using them. So I know, like, okay, I have 12 shades out of all of that. And then 6 shades I will be missing in my collection, but there are 6 shades also from Pat McGrath from other palettes that I don't own, like what's it called, the one with, I think it's called La Vie en Rose, the one that has the purple and hot pinks. I don't have that palette, and although I wish to have it, you know, it's not that I'm missing a huge hole on my collection to be like, I will go with, you know, like I will try my best to get it or anything like that. So I know that, you know, missing 6 shades and it's not a Mothership palette, I was not going to miss it. And what really assured me that I really didn't need a palette in my collection, in my position, was watching Beauty and the Freeze. My friend Cara, she's another amazing creator here in YouTube. I will make sure to link her channel down below, and I will be linking, you know, like all the products I'm talking about and whatnot, because like I said, this video is not to put down any brand, any product, any artist, because no, it's not about that. These are personal decisions that I don't regret for X, Y, and Z's. So listen me out, when she was doing her review video, she got the palette and she was able to compare, you know, the shades side by side with other products. She took out the Jackie Aina palette with Anastasia Beverly Hills, and all those 6 shades that they were on the Celestial Divinity shade, they were exactly other eyeshadows from the Jackie Aina palette that, I mean, like they look exactly the same. And I'm like, okay, done, that's it, because I do have the Jackie Aina palette. I love that palette so much. It's like, okay, I'm not gonna create more waves. I know perhaps in a few months from now you're gonna listen me out. I was like, I regret not getting it. Who knows? But at the same time, I thought to myself, okay, Jacqueline, think about it. Okay, it's 70 something dollars. Even with a discount, you're talking about $60 that it could be put into something different. And also the palette is large, and I'm trying to go with palettes that are a little bit smaller in size or more like regular quote unquote size, so that way when I organize them on my doors, they are, you know, they are easy to fit in. And next is my darling, oh my goodness, darling Charlotte Jacqueline. Yeah. That's weird, right? Because usually you see me like reviewing every time that Charlotte Tilbury releases a product, I'm like, I'm getting it, or you know, here it is, there's a new product. I get super excited for my darling. But when I saw this palette, it's an all matte palette. It's a 6-pump palette that is all matte. It came out here, I think, for the holiday season. It's kind of like the Darling palette, Darling Charlotte palette. I don't remember the name. Same one. I'm gonna put it right here. And honestly, I haven't heard the best things about this palette right here. So to begin with, same thing that happened with me and the Mario palette, that I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna use it that much. What am I gonna do with it? And then I'm like, oh, it's Charlotte Tilbury. A lot of people may want to see a review about it, but then again, I'm like, Jacqueline, you know, you have to think about that. It's not about just reviewing the new product, but it's also about something that is not going to be wasteful, not only, you know, in terms of the packaging and the ways that it will create for the environment, which is extremely important, but also the waste of your time and your own funds, your own money, you know, because I self-found my channel, and you know, it's not that I'm getting like huge sponsorships and stuff like that, or that people are giving me away stuff, or like, no, nothing like that, right? So thinking about it, and I decided to don't get it. And even like, I think even Mel Thompson, she had problems with the eyeshadow, and when I saw her review, and I'm like, okay, I'm happy I didn't got it, and that's okay. And then another, actually this is the entire Marc Jacobs holiday collection, the ones with the cherries. I felt that it was just so juvenile to come out with something like that. When I see Marc Jacobs products, it's like, okay, I like how sleek they look. I love either the black or the white packaging. And like, even if it was like the 2 cherries, I wish that he could have kept that in white with 2 cherries, maybe rose gold or just gold, and then instead of like, I don't know, like just keep it, I don't know, it just felt like the collection looked a little bit childish. And the color story, I mean, the eyeshadow palette, it was pretty much all like kind of like red pink palette, and I was like, I don't want to say that I was done with that type of palettes, but the full collection from Chanel, it was all red tones. Then I had got another Queens from Dior. It was Trafalgar, also red, and there were other red eyeshadows coming out from Charlotte Tilbury. I mean, like there were just so much red, and then this palette that I'm like, it doesn't look appealing to me. Although I love Marc Jacobs products, totally love them, and I see the value in the collection itself. I mean, like I said, if it was another packaging, most likely I would have got it. Like if it was on a white packaging or in a black packaging, I mean, I would have 100%, you know, get it because it looked very pretty. But the packaging itself is what it kind of like, really? I don't think I want to get it. And you know what? Even right here, also in a positive note, let me give you 3 products that I regret not purchasing them right when they launched. So one of them, I just reviewed it. I think it was at the very end of November. So I did my Dior holiday collection review. I went ahead and purchased various pieces. I love them all. And then I'm not a person that uses a lot of like, you know, very deep, intense looks, but I enjoy them. I enjoy them, and I know I'm gonna get use out of it. And I'm so happy I actually got this Queen in Black Night. This is from Dior's Golden Night collection. It's this beauty right here. Like I said, I did a full-on review. Look at those blue tones, the navy tones. I mean, this is such a beautiful, beautiful palette. And honestly, I give it a thought, not only once, twice, many times. I resist myself. I watch every single friend of mine doing their review, and I'm like, it looks very pretty, but I don't need it. And like I watch the SB Nation Brian, and then I watch Alison Chase, then Erin from Erin Nicole TV. And all of them, they look beautiful with that eyeshadow palette. And I'm like, okay, I think I'm gonna get it. I think I'm gonna get it. And I'm so happy I did. And then another one right here. Now this one was gifted to me by Camera Ready Cosmetics. I did a collaboration with them back during Black Friday week. So this one, even if they wouldn't have, you know, sent it to me, I would have bought it during that Black Friday week, because I know Sigma, they always have great sales and they have really great products and great eyeshadows. And I remember like pretty much for an entire month watching Samantha March, like following, and like I follow her on Instagram, and she was constantly using that Sigma Untamed palette. I love the packaging of this baby too. Look at this, isn't this so nice? Oh, it looks so pretty. But also the color story inside is just so pretty. Look at this right here. I love the colors. It's different. Yes, you have your pop-up blue right there, but you also have a little bit of pink, a little bit of mauve, a little bit of like, I mean, like the greens in there, and these, you know, like deeper shades right here. I mean, it looks very pretty, and I'm just so happy. I'm like so grateful, obviously, to Camera Ready Cosmetics for sending this over to me. But like I said, even if they wouldn't have sent it to me, I know at the long run, during the Black Friday, you know, Cyber Monday weekend, I was gonna get it. And then the last product that I regret not getting it right at time that, you know, when they launch, is the Enduring Love palette by 50 Grace. I know, this is their new packaging. Isn't it so beautiful? It looks so romantic, just so pretty. And the color story is beautiful inside. But for some reason or another, I was like, no, I don't need it. No, I don't want it. And then I completely regret it. And I remember when they had their Christmas in July, which I think they have amazing sales during that time. So they had different bundles, and they were coming out with 2 different eyeshadow palettes. And I'm like, okay, well, this day I'm gonna buy these, and then I think it was the second or the third day, I'm gonna get the Enduring Love, and then I'm gonna be sad. Well, I should have waited. I should have bought everything, like even if I didn't got the bundle or the special deal that I don't remember what it was. But also on Christmas in July, I missed it. So because I was thinking, okay, I buy these, you know, like this offer right here this day, and then I wait for the other offer the other day. By the time that I waited for the offer, this friend was gone, and I regret it so much. And then from then on, I was able to get my hands on it. Super happy about it. I mean, love Sydney Grace eyeshadows. They are just so beautiful. This is a gorgeous cool tone palette, really pretty, great formulation right there. But yes, my friends, I think this makes it for this video. I would love to know from you, are there any products that you regret not getting them, like right away, like even if it's not from this year, from many years ago, and you're like still thinking about it, it's like, I wish I could have got my hands on it. Why I didn't do it on time? You know, I know it happens to all of us. Or which are those products that you're like, you know what, I'm happy I didn't purchase them. I don't need it on my collection for X, Y, and Z. And this is, again, I don't want anybody to be like throwing shade to, you know, like a brand or whatnot, because this video is not created for that. It's created just to be like sharing why I didn't pick up certain products. And that's why I also want to, you know, leave it on a positive note with these 3 other eyeshadow palettes that I actually regret not getting them on time. Okay, my friends, so while you're leaving that comment, I hope that you give me that opportunity, and if you haven't done so yet, you're waiting too long. I hope that you will give me again that amazing opportunity and want to become part of my family. Just, it's very simple, completely free. Subscribe to my channel, make sure you ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. Here I brought you great content constantly. Like right now we're doing Vlogmas, but usually even without doing Vlogmas, usually bring 4 to 5 videos a week. So again, I hope that you can give me that opportunity. I want to get to my 10K subscribers, 10K followers on Instagram. I mean, like, I know it's a lot to ask perhaps, but I know with your help I can do it, and I greatly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And talking about Instagram, come and follow me there, right there. I keep you posted of the new makeup releases. I give you close-up images of the products that I'm reviewing and much more. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Also share with family and friends. And until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.